This, I tell you, is a beauty. I'm really impressed with this kit. So this is by Flyhawk. Now they're known for doing a lot of ships, small scale ships, and upgrade sets for them, and from what I hear they're meant to be crazy insane in the detail, and I can see that when I look at this, that they're taking a lot of that into their 172nd armour kits. Then I tell you, there's nothing I've seen anyway in 172nd scale that even touches this in an injection molded kit. It's insane. The detail for this scale is just insane. So I'll give you a good look at this. So this is Panzer Kampfwagen II Ausf Luchs with Zusatspanzerung, which is basically additional armour. So that's what this fellow here is. That's the additional armour, and there's also a spaced armour on the front. So whether that's to get rid of a prominent shot trap or something, I'm not entirely sure. But I've always liked the look of these little tanks, and getting one 135th scale was always tricky. So I think Mirage Hobby do one, and Tasca Asuka do one, but it can tend to go for a bit of a silly price. So when I seen this one come up, I always wanted to get my hands on a Flyhawk kit because I've heard they've been pretty nice. So without further ado, I'll give you a quick look around the box, and then we'll get it open and you can see what's in there. And most of it's in Chinese, but it's got really nice description here of some actual technical specifications, which is nice to see on the side of the kit. So yeah, box art's pretty tidy as well. I always like a good box art. So what I'll do is I'll show you the instruction sheet, and then I'll get all the bags opened and come back and show you the parts a bit closer. So look how even this is just a cute little instruction mag. There's everything about it's just petite. It's just really nice. So you've got 6 versions, but I'd say it's really only 2 in terms of colour schemes. So you've got a winter whitewash version, and then you've got the tritonal camouflage versions. So it looks to be, I mean, it's not going to be the easiest build in the world. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner anyway, that's for sure. I'm sure I'll probably have my moments with it, but if you just take your time and follow the instructions, you shouldn't have too many issues. But I don't think it's going to be a quick build at all. But I mean, some of the detail is just nuts even in that. I mean, but the drawing's really well put together. So you got a colour drawn for the road wheels, overlapping road wheels, which is nice. I think a few manufacturers could take some notes on how these instructions go together so far. You've got a few extras, brackets for jerry cans. You've got the command version aerial. Well, I guess it's all of them are sort of reconnaissance versions, so they've all got that large sort of Befehlswagen aerial. All turret going together. Different versions there. And there's the bracket going together for the jerry cans. And there's your colour guide. So it's Mr. Hobby Tamiya, and it's got your colours as well. So if you want to just pick a generic paint brand and find something close to that, then you're good for that. So no affiliations there. Oh, it even shows you how to paint your tools. It's interesting. It shows you this in a wood colour. I always thought those were Bakelite or dead grips on these pliers, but maybe we need to look into that for this kit. Okay, so well, I'll show you this card as well. So now, I don't know what they're going for with this. I don't know if that's what you can sit it down and display your model on it. It's like a paved street with cracks in it. So I don't know if that's just a quick diorama base for finishing your model, but we won't waste time opening the bags cleanly. Again, this is going to be one of these kits that's probably not going to last very long in storage, so I'm not really too bothered about opening all the bags because it will get used. Decals, can you see that's not too glossy. And register look really good. Hopefully they go down well. Your photo etch parts. Made by Flyhawk themselves, because they do a lot of photo etch upgrades for ships, so I can't imagine there being any issues with these. Really, really fine parts. Okay, I'll get all the bags opened and I'll be back in a second. Here it is with all the sprues laid out on the table. Excuse the clutter. It's I'm a proper modeler. I don't keep things clean. Right, so we'll start off with little turret. It's just everything about this kit's just like screams insanity as far as detail goes. It's 1/72 scale. I've seen 1/35 tanks with less parts than this. It's just nuts. This is the part of the upper hull. It's got a few things moulded on, like the aerial holder and a couple of the viewports. This is the lower hull, and it's got a little bit of the engine deck already moulded on it. Really, really nice moulding. Again, another Chinese manufacturer. If you've seen my border models Panzer IV video, you'll know what I mean. This is some of the best moulding I've seen as far as hull parts go. Just all in one piece and really, really nice looking. So whether that's a Chinese thing, I don't know, but I like what they're doing, so hopefully they keep that one up. This is the sort of plates and fenders all moulded in again together. And that'll be the rear plate that's sticking in the middle of them, so details absolutely flawless. The tracks, these will be fun. They're individual links in places, so link and length, sorry. So hopefully they go together. They'll be the trickiest part of the kit, like it always is. It depends on how you plan on doing it, if you want to paint them first or if you want to do them on the kit. I prefer painting them on the kit, or at least assembling them and then taking them off the kit in one piece. This is some drive sprockets and parts of the turret wheels. You can get closer there and see some of these wheels. Problems with my camera when it focuses here. Looks really good. This is your aerial and stuff moulded in one piece, but you've got the option of that in photo etch as well. All these little tiny clasps and toe chains and stuff all done really, really well. Tools look nice. Yep, exhaust, mantlet. This has got the smoke dischargers, the spare jerry cans on them, and that extra armour we're talking about. They're on there, see, I didn't see the gun barrel there. Let's have a look at that. Assuming it must be on this sprue somewhere. Yeah, I believe that's it there. It's not pre-drilled, so you need to drill that out, but it's not the end of the world if we can get that thing to focus. Which I can't seem to. There it is. There's a little tiny MG as well, that's not drilled out either, so you need to do that. But all in all, looks an absolutely cracking kit. Like I say, maybe a little bit too much for some people to take on if they're not into 1/72 armour, but personally I quite enjoy a 1/72 kit. You can get so much done in such a short space of time when you get onto the painting and weathering that it just makes it all worthwhile, the fiddling about stuff and just having that little tiny thing that makes it look, if you take a picture and it looks much more grand and impressive than it actually is. I like that sort of feeling. That's one of the kicks I get out of doing 1/72 stuff. So yeah, if you see one of these going a model show or anywhere for £10-15, don't hesitate, pick it up. It looks exceptional. So thanks again for watching, guys.